We are Nick and Mathilde, and in 2022 we left everything behind to travel the world with our Land Rover Defender.
Europe, the Americas, Australia, Asia and Africa. We want to see it all.
This is day 381 and we're in Costa Rica.
Welcome to the Next Meridian Expedition. Down to the sea level, the Caribbean Sea, and the temperature was at 25, 24 when we left. It's now at 30, and literally a minute ago it was at 29, so it's gonna get warm again.
In this episode, we leave the high valleys of central Costa Rica and travel through the Caribbean and Pacific coast. We're in search for some of the most iconic wildlife. Sloth, toucan, Scarlet, macaws. We're going to find them. We need to find them. And for that, we go to some of the most iconic beaches in the country. Ready for a last shot of the best of Costa Rica? Ça a l'air super bon. We are back on the Caribbean coast and we just ordered what for lunch?
Patties?
Yeah, Jamaican patties. Since we are in Belize, like the whole coast is like this completely different cultural influence. And so every time we arrive at the coast, people speak English, you eat cocoa cakes, you eat banana cakes, and you eat Jamaican specialties. How is it?
Super good. And we got a banana cake, which is literally weighs like a kilogram. And with this spice together, amazing. It looks super good. Look at the inside.
Our patty finished, we put on the hiking shoes and get onto our first mission of the week. We promised ourselves we would not leave the country without seeing one animal. We're in the Coweta National Park in the Caribbean. Oh, and you hear those noises? It's the howling monkey. I never managed to record them, so now you've heard the noise. And the main animal we want to see here is the Oso Perezoso or sloth. Apparently there's a lot in the park, but they're quite shy, so crazy those sounds. They're quite shy, so it'll take a bit to observe them, but let's go.
Are we gonna find the sloth?
I hope so, but it's promising because in the first few meters we saw a turtle, a cool lizard and a cool snake. Let's see. If we learned something since the beginning of this trip, it is that for wildlife spotting, determination only is not enough. It is an art, an advanced form of knowledge to spot fauna in the nature. We struggle, we find other things, we find birds, we find wild raccoons, not the shyest of all, we find capuchin monkeys, until with a bit of help.
Okay. Maybe it doesn't count, but right here in the middle of the screen you can see a sloth on a branch sleeping. You can actually see his body on both sides of the branch. Oh, pity we can't see him move.
Does a sleeping sloth count?
No.
No.
Because he's super high up in the branch and he's sleeping and he's not moving and we can't really see him. So
it's like 10% satisfaction.
yeah, we're not satisfied. We gotta find one.
Let's keep looking.
And a second one, right here.
That is like 20% satisfaction.
20%, he's not moving and looks like he's sleeping.
Il can do, please.
I got him. There is one more. I think this one counts. Look at this, beautiful.
I think that counted for the sloth. It was literally smiling at us, so we had 100% satisfaction.
No.
No?
No.
You want more?
I want closer and moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
No overactive sloth for that day, but well, what did we expect? We were still highly satisfied with our find. We took on the road alongside the Caribbean coast to find a camp to spend the night. A dreamy search for sure. There is something special about the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica. Imagine sleeping under a coconut tree 3 meters away from an ocean of turquoise and warm water.
Mornings like this are awesome. Look at this. Little palmito, bigger palms, beautiful beach. The car parked under a big palmito, and a few meters straight into the ocean. And as you know, I hate cold water. This water is just perfect. It is just perfect.
We give 5 stars to those few days in the Caribbean. It is beautiful, water is warm, food is delicious, and we got to see a sloth. Perfect! We then take the road again to go find more of the wildlife of Costa Rica, but this time on the Pacific side. On the road, we run into a Costa Rican who follows the trip and was watching the video. Do like him, subscribe to the channel. Do not do like him, don't watch videos while driving. A little gas station break to show you something cool. Lake is filling up. The bank bills of Costa Rica are super pretty, and each of them represents an ecosystem of the country. First one, 5,000, is they call it manglar, and we see the capuchin monkeys that we saw many times, so manglar is the mangrove. The second one is the 2,000, and it's the reef, the coral reef barrier. This one. Then we have the 1,000. 1,000 is where we entered the country in the Guanacaste and the Osa Peninsula. Is the Bosque Seco, which is the dry kind of forest area. So we can see those dry trees and this deer. One more, it's 10,000. And then this one we saw it too. Is the Bosque Lluvioso, so the humid, the rainforest actually, the rainforest. And it's all green, and we have the sloth on it and Bosque Lluvioso. Super cool, no? I mean, it's really nice because everything about Costa Rica is very much linked to nature, which it is, you know, like that's the main thing about this country. So, really like it. Costa Rica strikes again a random bridge next to the road.
If that big crocodile wants to go eat that little one.
Other question is the farmer from the other side of the river aware of those massive crocodiles? Because there's tons of cute cows and I'm so scared for them, so scared. Suddenly, just above us in the sky, a pair of scarlet macaws, the iconic red bird, flew above our heads. This was a sign to follow them and move on to our next mission. But with the nightfall, first we need to reach the Pacific Ocean and find a camp. The search is for tomorrow. And just like this, Costa Rica strikes again. We follow 2 parrots until the Pacific Ocean. C'est bon, t'es sur tes coconuts. Your coconut stabilized.
We've arrived. Wow, so hot. Had to take a shower just to cool down and get all the stickiness off. It's getting difficult, it's getting really warm, but the beaches are beautiful. Now we're on the Pacific side, and tonight we've got a lot of stuff. What are we eating?
We're doing local tonight. A friend that we met on the beach called Noor prepared a burrito for us, so thank you so much, Noor. We will share it tonight. And then we're trying to reimagine the traditional dish of Costa Rica, Nicaragua and a few other countries called gallo pinto, which is literally rice and beans. We don't know how to do it, but we just mix rice and beans.
Nice, and we've got a mango for dessert. Oh, dinner looks so good, and tonight we've got a movie on. It's called The Vault. Good morning. Sleep pretty well, and we've got the beach behind us, big waves. So today we'll try to find the macaw parrots or macaw birds. It's gonna be hard, and our zoom is not great, so we'll try and get some cool pictures. After that, we're gonna go check out a beach, and after that, we're gonna go to a waterfall, and we can't wait because it is so warm.
But nothing's happened before we find the macaw.
Okay, let's go.
Our goal is to find the scarlet macaw in the wild. We know they're around in the region, but we are a bit unsure on how to find them. Luckily, on the road, people help us.
Perfecto. Sí, gracias. No, soy francés, de Francia. Sí, no, estamos una vuelta del mundo.
So the man said we won't find here because there's no fruit trees, so we need to find fruit trees now. And I don't know by which miracle, but an hour of search later, on a random road in the mountain, we found them. We were driving on this mountain road on the side, and they're here. They're big. They're so beautiful. Let's be honest, they look incredible, and we even got to see a little coati as a bonus. That will make for another successful animal search. Time to take the road again. And as the day advances, the sun is high and strong, and the heat starts taking a toll on us.
We're walking to the waterfall. It's only 4 kilometers, but it's like 35 Celsius. I usually don't sweat much, but it is really warm.
The very best way to feel fresher in this region is in the jungle. And considering by the amount of people out there, we can see that we're not the only ones suffering from the heat. Till then, but I had to fast forward Nick's performance. Despite the 40 degrees outside, his hate for cold water is always stronger. Refreshed for the day, we continue the drive alongside the gorgeous Pacific coast until the fascinating Punta Uvita, a whale-tail-shaped beach forming at low tide, a delicate and unique formation to appreciate from the sky. This area also offered us another unique camp spot. It shakes a bit to go there, but it was worth it.
Came from this way, 4x4 track, boom, Mathilde is on the roof enjoying the view. Pretty creative ideas. And now we're gonna go for a little swim, because again, it's so hot.
And we have visitors! Monkeys, ocean view, warm bath, a good way to conclude another successful day on the Pacific coast.
Good morning, another morning in beautiful but very warm Costa Rica. We slept very well last night. It rained a lot actually, and that was kind of nice because finally it felt a bit fresher, and the sound of rain to us, we like it. It makes us sleep better and just it's pleasing, I feel. Anyways, this is where we slept, in a pretty sweet spot under the trees. This spot is pretty wild in the sense that there is, just a lot of debris. It just feels like we're on an island somewhere completely lost. And as you can see, we're really covered by trees. Yesterday there were monkeys crossing here. No sloths, but that's okay. We had the beach right now, it's the high tide. To get to this place, we had to use a 4x4 track, which was pretty fun, but it was dry. But since it rained all night, now it looks like this. So we came through here. As you can see, it's very muddy now. There's still some puddles where the tires go, and somebody had put wooden logs here so that cars could make it through. But anyway, we're gonna get through this. All right, let's go.
And once again, no one thought about the cameraman. How is it?
Much easier than I thought.
Yeah.
Albo
Me too.
is doing really well. That was fun.
We don't know it yet, but that new day of driving is going to bring us to what became a favorite region of Costa Rica. More remote, more wild, more charming. Even getting there felt more adventurous. We named it the Osa Peninsula.
Oh yeah.
And we can enter with the car?
Yeah. I just don't know where the car one is.
Okay. That's our boat? That's our boat.
That's our boat.
That's cool. I'm very happy because we wanted to do that for a long time and Nick kept it as a surprise. And that makes me really happy. Thank you.
Welcome.
That's it, we made it to the other side. We can now dive in the Osa Peninsula. Partly jungle, partly remote cattle farms, no concrete road. It really feels like the end of the world. The reality is that in this region, most people travel by boat, so the road is about empty. Do you prefer the wood bridge or the river?
The river, of course.
The river, of course.
Forgot to put a gear.
Ah, that's a problem.
There we go. Fucking awesome.
Not ready.
Nice.
we've elected this road.
One of our favorite, the Osa Peninsula, has a really nice off-road with very wild nature.
And now we made it to the coast. So beautiful.
Cocodrilos, hay serpientes, cocodrilos, jaguar en veces, muchos pájaros.
Pájaro.
Aquí tienes también
Montones.
a la
¿Montones?
piedra.
¿En esta parte o afuera?
Más para allá.
Okay.
Entre más para adentro hay más animales.
So we just talked to Roberto over there. We just talked to Jeremy over there. And he has his cousin somewhere. Oh, the boat's gone. Anyways, amazing. We just spent 10 minutes talking to them and they say that they swim in that water, which is half river, half salty because the sea is over there. And there are crocodiles, but they say, right now they're not hungry, so it's okay to go swim. Amazing. How deep is it here?
Take it. Do you see how high is this thing?
It's huge.
As we progress, we see more and more farms, beautiful places with giant trees. And for our greatest pleasure, today there is an event.
Estamos en la comunidad de Estoy en la comunidad de Panegas, estoy con la cabalgata de Salta, no, la liga va en serio, señores. Nos vamos, damas, me dan chance para pasar ahí.
Here with the car, and then beautiful ocean, and some surfers in front here. This is my favorite part of Costa Rica for sure. The next day we arrived on the south of the Osa Peninsula for one last camp in Costa Rica. And somehow all of what makes the country so unique was reunited there. A 5-minute walk from the camp spot, and we found a eating toucan, 2 scarlet macaws, a coati, and spider monkeys. Where else can you do that?
Wow, he's right there, literally like 10 meters away from me, not even 5 meters. Wow. Wow, look at him. That's beautiful. Wow, he looks so nice. Oh my gosh, another coati. There's so much going on in Costa Rica. It's amazing. Wow. Awesome.
Our last night in Costa Rica, and it's ultimate Costa Rica. Do you like the Osa Peninsula?
I do. It's really nice, and tonight gnocchi with tomato. And we're watching the surfers take the big waves.
Some are good, huh?
Yeah.
The Osa Peninsula was, I think, a condensed version of everything we liked about Costa Rica. Like remote trails, a lot of wilderness. You can camp like at the beach, like here. And yeah, I think it's a great way to kind of celebrate the end of this journey through Costa Rica. And tomorrow we go to
Panama.
Panama. Bye bye Costa Rica.
The day we leave is the day it rains like crazy. Bye bye Costa Rica.
That is the end of our stay in Costa Rica. Off to Panama now, and a lot is going to change. Thank you for watching, and if you want to support our channel for free, the easiest is to watch another video from our world tour journey. Enjoy the ride and see you next week!
just give a massive wave. Hey everybody, how's it going? Amazing! This is so cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Loving it. Thank you so much.
We got another surprise this week. We got to talk with a class of French-speaking students who are learning English watching our videos. Their teacher Jody is motivating them to learn a new language by telling them they will be able to travel with it. Thank you so much. It was super nice meeting you to the whole class of CM2, and thank you, Jody.